This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome in to BK Dub, BK Dub, BK Dub. No, AJ Lee, you're not allowed to steal our gimmick, our word.
I did notice that in her promo. I was like, no.
Exactly.
No.
This is your favorite wrestler's favorite podcast right here. Bang, bang. Right here. Exactly right. We're stealing, taking it back. It's ours. We're lighting it up over here.
I did notice that in the promo. I went, man, that sounds familiar.
Welcome in. No gimmicks, Nick Johnston. To my right hand. Bang, my tag team partner. Double D, David Dykstra. How are you doing today?
Really good, actually. I mean, we've got some weird stuff going on.
Oh, yeah. We're
in
feeling
professional
weird.
wrestling.
It's weird all over the place.
Weird and wacky stuff.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Well, exactly. We're here to light it up. You'd maybe get your mind off a couple of distractions that have been going on lately here. Yes, exactly right. AJ Lee is back. Another AJ is causing a stir potentially in the WWE. We'll talk about that. We got AEW side of things. You know, we got to get that special feeling back. We're going to talk about what we've been discussing on the sideline, honestly.
AEW coming in hot with a great twist at the end of Dynamite. Have to give him credit for that. Did not see it coming.
There we go. So like I said, while we were kind of like I said, we'll get to all that later. And like I said, teasing that little Death Rider action. Eddie Kingston potentially accepting a call. We'll see how that goes as well. And then of course, renting Scotty's World, but also giving away our best of the week as we have been doing lately as well. So that's our show coming up today, folks. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's light it up. Come on.
Ding, ding.
I know. Let's ignore John Cena and light it up, right?
Oh,
see, you like that? You like that? Well, here we are, folks. Actually, before we get to that, I'm gonna get to one thing that apparently is not official. I thought it was officially official, but it is not official.
2 o'clock today, boys.
I think that's the case. So, of course, as it always is here, but I think we'll maybe still be on for. You guys might still be on for blow the whistle. So hopefully, hold on to that, and then it'll be carrying to that. But yeah, that might be the official news that Saudi Arabia might be hosting a WrestleMania come 2027. Disgusting.
First off, I've got the dirt sheet up here.
Okay.
Do you know who they want to have wrestle?
Yokozuna, probably the Great Khali. Who else is Randy Savage probably? Yeah, Ultimate Warrior's probably in there. The Hulk Hogan, the Iron Sheik.
Legit.
Okay,
legit.
Yeah, go for it.
They are offering big time money to The Rock, Steve Austin, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels to get back into the ring for WrestleMania 43.
So we're getting Damian Priest versus The Undertaker for that gimmick back.
I honestly wouldn't necessarily mind that because I think Priest would work well with Taker. I'd be okay. His hip would probably fall off.
We're gonna get Shawn versus that deaf guy from NXT versus a deaf versus blind match.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, come on! They already did that with the bag over the head. What are we talking about?
Wow.
Who else did you say? You said
Steve
Stone Cold?
Austin.
Who doesn't have knees? They're probably gonna get Tanahashi here.
I was about to say they're gonna go to New Japan and get Tanahashi.
Yeah, they'll open the forbidden door. There'll be one more to go for Tanahashi.
And then The Rock.
And then The Rock. Let's see.
Does he just take on an Aztec god?
Yeah, probably. He's gonna have to summon some
King Tut,
some Moana water god.
Scorpion King. He takes on the Scorpion King.
Okay, that works. That works too. Well, there you have it, folks. We just booked WrestleMania 43 live from Saudi Arabia, right just in front. I mean, again, if this is officially official, I
don't know if I'm watching.
No, I'm not. I'm officially not.
Especially if it's too. Here's the thing: if you're going to call it WrestleMania and you're going to have it in Saudi Arabia, okay, fine. Just like they did with the greatest Royal Rumble of all time.
If they're going that route.
But then if you're not going to have another WrestleMania here in the States, shame on you.
I mean, for what it's worth, they are kind of having these like a pity, like, you know, the greatest Royal Rumble. Like it ultimately, it doesn't really mean anything. It's never really brought up.
It should be the greatest WrestleMania.
They leave
of all
it just
time.
for them.
I highly disagree.
What?
The greatest Royal Rumble had the greatest moment in Royal Rumble history.
The stumble of all time. Yeah. All right. I mean, we all, of course, know.
Titus O'Neil almost dying.
I mean, that saved it. that shouldn't be. If the botch is the highlight, then that's not very good here. I mean, again, for all moral reasons, this is just just basically unacceptable. I don't like it in any sort of way. I don't want to stand on any other moral high ground. So other than that, I'll just tell you do your research and then just like exactly that.
Bad.
Yeah, it's just a bad situation, and I wouldn't want the talent to be over there, and then of course it's becomes a moral thing for them too, of like, I got to feed my family, but also just like, ugh, it's just a tough place and tough place to be.
They're gonna try and get Cena to come back.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying, man. The list is. You could sit here and say that right there is the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling in some people's eyes.
Yeah.
Are you not going to have the fifth guy that's on that Rushmore?
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Well, they'll at least offer, I'm sure. We'll see how it goes. Again, it's not officially official, but come 2 p.m. Central, we'll see what the WWE is announcing. Like I said, of course, it is just our luck that we'll be missing it again. Yeah, not impressed, not surprised. But here we are. What is officially official is AJ Lee is back for multi-years. Signed the contract. We saw it on Triple H's X, and they gave him the official point. And I think he was basically pointing at her abdominals.
I would be too. God.
Yeah. Well, again, it's good. You got some time off. Time to do some crunches.
Pilates.
Pilates.
I'll guarantee you that's a Pilates body.
I wouldn't know anything. I'm more of an Oreo body.
Yeah. I'm more
Chips Ahoy body.
bear claws right in this region right here.
Yeah. Nabisco. Sign me up. But here we are again. AJ Lee official again. Helleth has frozen over. Here she is. Here she comes. Again, one of those worst kept secrets. We knew it was coming as soon as
I like that
Becky
they
Lynch
leaned
slapped
into it.
CM Punk.
I like that they leaned into it though and just never denied it.
Well, okay, again, it was also the merch. The WWE shop on Twitter also kind of blew it all. They respond to someone on X saying, like, hey, he was like, hey, where's the AJ Lee merch? And he's like, yeah, it's gonna be coming up. Don't worry. Just short of that. And they're like, oh God.
I don't know if you saw this on Busted Open Radio or not. I actually like the way Dolph Ziggler booked it.
I didn't hear now.
Where
an ex of hers, yes.
He talks.
Not real, I don't think.
He goes, CM Punk talks, says that statement, and Rhea Ripley's music hits. And she comes out and goes, Becky, that title's mine. Just not today because I have another friend who wants it.
Okay.
And then AJ comes out. Just to get people to be like, aw.
Okay. The descent before the woohoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was still a good pop. Not as good as Michael Parsons' pop in Green Bay, but it was still a good pop.
Make that comparison.
Oh, Frank, you get a little hurt over there because somebody got a big pop in the Green Bay. You obviously didn't pop hard enough.
Was there at least a Green Bay sucks chant during that Friday Night SmackDown? Okay, good. That's how it's supposed to be every time. Where were we? Yeah.
Her being back.
Yeah, Dolph. That's an okay
Although
idea,
I will
I guess,
say,
but there could be better. This was fine too. Again, we already knew that it was coming.
Bravo to Becky for being okay with
The slap.
Well, not just the slap, but just the shoot. The shoot because those were haymakers she was laying in, and Becky probably gave her permission to go hard.
Yeah. She seems like she seems like
And then
she's
she
able
got a
to play
black
ball.
eye for it. So there you go.
I mean, to be fair, to be all honesty, I okay, fine, big pop, we all knew, but actually witnessing AJ Lee's time in WWE, I was never really impressed. I really didn't care. I know. Here's the thing. Hold on. Hold on. Let me
I
finish.
hope you're going where I think you're going.
Let me finish. It was a very rough time for the WWE Divas division at that time, which was still known as the Divas division. So there you go. That kind of tells you in and of itself. So I'll give it to her. She was a bright, very, very bright spot in a very dark time that was the women's division at that time. However, again, it's still I wasn't really impressed. You can turn it around now, given this opportunity to have a match basically with Becky Lynch and everything, and just short of it. But I asked around, and even I asked like ChatGPT, you're like, what are the top 5 AJ Lee matches? And it's like her versus Caitlyn. Oh boy. Her versus Nikki Bella. Yippee. Put me right there for that one. Her versus Sierra. Her versus Paige. Okay, fine. I think they got that in like once or twice. And then they mentioned like another tag team match with her, Paige versus Nikki and somebody else, I think. But it's just like, it's a tough go as a guy that's like, all right, if wrestling comes first, this is not what it seems to be. Again, that promo merchant is what it gets brought up. So, again, big pop, made the money. She, like I said, I recognize that she was big for a reason. She had the managerial role. She was basically the front and one of the most popular storylines for a reason. But again, I just still don't get it. I'm not there.
Do you want my? Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Would you consider Becky Lynch one of the best female wrestlers in WWE right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
And how'd that match go with Nikki Bella?
Poorly.
That's what AJ was dealing with night in, night out.
Yes.
The only person that I would consider a true women's professional wrestler that she was dealing, well, there was a couple. Natalia, Beth Phoenix, and Paige.
Yeah.
Would have been the three. And I don't know how much interaction she had with Beth Phoenix and Natalia at the time.
And again, again, ran by Vince. So what? Women's matches
5
are
minutes,
getting
if that.
maybe
If that.
8 minutes max. Like between bell to bell and like even with entrances. So again, I understand. I'm well aware that like they're not going to be able to put on a 30-minute Okada versus Okada versus Omega match. I get it. Just like I said, it's just never was really impressed.
And that's fair because.
But I don't want to sit here and put, like I said, don't stop having fun, guys. So AJ Lee, like it's just like it's not really like okay, good, she's back, cool, but just
could it be? And I'll just throw this out there. She didn't have a dancing partner like Trish and Lita had.
Yeah.
So could you be? So like when Lita,
again, she's a product of just a rough time. Again, I think
could she
develop it if Paige was more in her groove, that probably would have been better. Like she was very young at the time.
Yeah, 100%.
Gave her one of the biggest pops. Gave her the first title run right away.
Like I said, she was anti-diva before Paige made her famous for being anti-diva.
Okay.
So to me, I think there's nothing but opportunity for AJ to completely and totally solidify her legacy as one of those pioneer WWE women wrestlers.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I don't want to sit here and be like, listen, she's the greatest of all time, things like that. I want to see what she still has in the tank.
That's why I'm not trying to be so harsh either. And I hope I'm not coming off that way. I recognize that this is not a very popular opinion in any sort of way, but I'm kind of in the market for that. But as like I said, yeah, exactly. Prove me wrong. Change my mind type deal. I think this can be whatever the 2 or 4 year. I think it's 4 years confirmed for the contract.
I thought it was 3, but it could have been 4.
So again, somewhere in that realm between 2 or 4 years. Again, set it up. Prove me wrong. I think this is the great opportunity again.
She's gonna
never had this much talent in the women's division. So
she's gonna get pushed hard.
Oh yeah,
hard and fast.
Yeah, and I guess hopefully they'll probably get one of those things again where it's like, oh, you're just coming right back into town, but I've been here this whole time, and I don't know who that first person outside of Becky Lynch is going to be, but that'll probably be one of those storylines coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wouldn't mind seeing her and Roxanne. Similar build, similar height.
And then you have the background where they met forever ago. They have the old pictures, and they'll run that behind like some sad music and stuff like that for the promo. So it'll make sense. It'll all make sense. So maybe Roxanne is probably up next. So alrighty, from one AJ to the other. Are we good on AJ Lee then?
Yeah.
All right,
For sure.
to the next AJ.
I thought that was solid breakdown, buddy.
For sure. To AJ Styles and his shoot promo.
That wasn't a shoot promo. That wasn't a shoot promo. If that was a shoot promo, it would have been on like Van Fleet.
Yeah.
That wasn't a shoot promo at all.
The allowed shoot promo that was allowed whatever, it went viral over the interwebs because it would, right now if you're on Netflix, you don't see us if you got commercial breaks, but I don't know what he said. He said someone in the back doesn't want him there. Who knows what they might be. Maybe that's the announcement come 2 p.m. Central. That we'll find out who who doesn't want AJ Styles back there. But I'm not quite sure. Is this pertaining to decisions to do with him at AAA, at AAA for AAA Mexico, or is this just his lack of usage overall, getting pinned every now and again? I'm not quite sure.
To me, this is just setting up once again the final run. That's all this is. He's tired of being overlooked. He's tired of this.
He dropped Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows' name.
I wouldn't be mad if the OC came back.
I got nobody.
I wouldn't be mad if the OC came back.
That's fine,
Who
just
cares?
for him.
He's got a year left on his contract. Pay Gallows and Anderson for a year.
Pay him per event,
Per appearance?
Yeah.
It's what they're going to do.
And give him a per diem or something.
It's what they're doing with Braun Strowman. So
might as well.
I mean,
really?
Yeah. He got let go, but they've already said we'll bring him back when we want to bring him back.
All right, fair.
So,
dropping 1 days.
AJ, honestly, it could be setting up for him to go to TNA.
Okay.
And win back that championship.
Okay.
He's
Run
sick
around
of
there
I'm sick of WWE. I'm leaving. Shows up on TNA, confronts Trick Williams. I want my title.
Finally brings the title home.
Yeah.
Right back to TNA. Has a run there, and that's the final go. Bow out.
Wouldn't be a bad way to go out.
Yeah. It could be the case. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice way to go. A nice way to do it. And hopefully, it's not I think after that he'll probably be done for a little bit, but never say never.
I honestly think AJ's always said he wants to be done by 50.
Isn't he already 50? I thought he was already 50.
He's close. I don't know if he is exactly 50, but
he's getting there.
He's close. But once again, 1 year contract.
Any thought on these? As of late, with the Karrion Kross, with a couple other ones that have been.
He's 48.
Okay, so he's got two year and a half to go for sure. Any thought on these like shoots? It's been happening a little bit more recently.
Once again, these could y'all sit there and laugh at me. The Karrion Kross thing could be a complete work where they were like, "Hey, we're gonna release you. Go do your thing. Build up even more momentum, more push for why you're that guy. We'll bring you back in a year and really just go with it." Mm-hmm. Same with AJ. Build your own little revolution.
Okay. All right. Like I said, it's just.
I think they're giving guys that they know can do it a little more creative freedom to build their own stories.
Okay. Maybe. We'll see. Like I said, it was interesting to see. Like I said, of AJ Styles of all people, I was like, oh my stars, the Southerner.
You got me all acclaimed.
The Southerner getting all worked up.
Ama.
Well, there we go. Well, there we have it. Like I said, we'll figure out what's going on with AJ Styles, but we got to figure out what the hell's going on in NXT.
Nothing but greatness.
Because
nothing but greatness.
A big like DIY, Rhea, Stephanie Vaquer all coming back, but the biggest one of all had to be Tyler Breeze. Oh, Breezy baby. coming in.
And being in character backstage was chef's kiss. Mwah. I don't care who comes. Like, legit, Seth Rollins should show up being the original NXT champion.
He's got a lot going on.
Why not?
He's got like 7 different rivalries going on on Raw.
I understand this, but still, once again, he should show up. You got Tomasa and Johnny there. I mean, you know, Adam Cole.
I'm glad you brought him up there, Frankie. I was just about to say, you should. If anything, I didn't know Priest and Aleister Black were feuding. If that were on NXT, that would probably get more eyeballs. Because I don't think anyone cares that it's on SmackDown.
It was a solid match.
I didn't see it.
It was really good. It was really good.
Well, I'm not doubting.
Priest sells that black mask better than almost anybody.
Like I said, I don't doubt that they can't work, but it's just like I said, it's been flying under the radar. Haven't heard a lot about it.
There's gonna be others that show up just because they're gonna make this homecoming a thing. You forgot about Tiffy time.
Ah, okay.
So there's that as well. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be interested to see what homecoming looks like for sure.
Is that when you get Shayna Baszler back?
She's been working as a producer down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
She's been producing some of the women's matches.
Yeah. Again, was there anybody else that I may have missed? I'm not quite sure. Like I said, that was a big.
No, those were the big ones.
Yeah. Is there more homecoming? Is there more to do?
Probably.
Down there?
Probably. I wouldn't be
Okay.
surprised.
So we saw Miro come down to work with Ricky Starks.
I wouldn't be mad if Xavier Woods came down and did Austin Creed again, where he flips his hair.
Are we? How are we checking in with the? Let's check in with the New Day really quick. Are we?
Love it.
You
Great
love,
stuff.
You love this?
Awesome. Yes, because they're over the top, just bad, and it's great.
I mean, they tried to make this serious
It's
heel
great.
turn, and now it's turned back to comedy. Like you're fine with that?
yeah.
All right.
They've always been on that comedy side. That's where they work the best.
I guess so, but like I said,
How can you not be comedic with that sombrero that he was wearing?
But really,
I don't-
that's
not even a
that's
sombrero,
that's
is it?
fine. But that term was supposed to be like really mean. Like,
It was some kind of hat.
can find at lids. That'd be great. But there, again, speaking of Woods here, Soraya. Soraya trying to make a return here.
That was a great transition.
Eyeing her
Sorry,
return.
Soraya. It had to be done. Sorry, we apologize.
She said I wants to be Paige again. Just burning bridges left and right. I've been reflecting on the show lately. I think I've done that very much so.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. We'll tell you, Frankie, when you're older. We'll tell you. We'll explain when you're older.
Frankie. Listen. Oh, yeah. No.
Well, there we have it. She said I wanted to be Paige again, according to her Busted Open podcast interview.
Cool. Whatever.
I think she's seeing that AJ Lee's return is getting the big pop and the recognition that it deserves on some people's side of it. So maybe she's trying to cash in on the same thing or trying to run it back.
Listen, there's a couple people that need to come back in my eyes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of not burning bridges, she did not with either company, so she can basically bounce back and forth as she pleases. So her coming back to WWE is not going to be like, she's playing both. No, it doesn't matter. People just want to see Saraya come back. Paige.
There's a couple people that I'd like to see come back.
Sure, go for it.
Mandy.
Okay.
Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
For sure. Thought it was BS that they let her go because she had her internet page.
Mm-hmm.
Same with what's her name? Miss Salute Your Shorts.
Oh,
I'd like to see her come back too.
Yeah,
Lacey Evans. That'd be another one that would be a nice comeback. And that once again, because she had an internet site and was making money on the side. Who cares?
Yeah,
just don't bring your husband back with you.
I think that might have been a problem. You think he was
Tino Sarazzaro or something like that. He was a hiccup in NXT, then was a hiccup in AEW. I think he's with NWA now.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll have to
Former
take a look at
reality
that.
star, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
always fun. Always fun.
Not to the Mrs. level, but
Those always transition very well.
oh, Carmelo Hayes was
Okay.
another one that
Yes.
Trick Willie and Carmelo Hayes versus DIY. I'm good.
Needed some,
That'll
needed
be
his
nice.
help down there.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. Were there any other results from Raw, SmackDown, or NXT that we missed out on? Frankie, you want to tell us about your time on John Cena's last Chicago
Stop it,
SmackDown?
stop. Don't even we were talking about it yesterday, dogs.
Okay.
right? And you said you didn't
Dogs.
watch it, dude. What are you talking about? He had an hour of the first show, all of him with Sammy. We were all going nuts.
He
Yeah.
did. He did have the first.
Dude.
I know what you're getting at. The big pop being AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Cena got
Everyone,
punked,
it's
quote
John,
unquote.
John Cena's last SmackDown, but here comes AJ Lee to skip around. That's what you guys all came for.
That being
It's
said,
Punk's wife. It's Punk's wife. That's
they
all it
did.
means.
They did truly give him that whole first hour, basically.
Yeah.
Solid match with Sammy too.
Okay.
Really solid match with Sammy.
I like that you brought up Sammy because in the time that we've been gone, he won the U.S. title, and his first time on TV after winning it,
Gets
he
booed.
got horrendously booed.
Booed right out of Allstate Arena
Wow.
for
Really?
interrupting
Do you
the man.
think it's A,
The
just
goat.
a Chicago crowd,
It was.
or B,
That's all it was.
people are starting to not like him?
No, it had nothing to do with that. Sammy's never not going to be liked.
It's that, and of course, like
It was
most
Cena's last time, and the
Chicago
Chicago crowd
crowds.
considered him interrupting Cena's last promo rude.
Yeah, that are just they like all Chicago crowds, we kind of try and take over in a sort of way. So it
It's
is what
okay.
it is.
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Well, there you have it. Like I said, if we're all good there,
Yeah,
top
yeah.
to bottom, we talking a little bit of AEW, and like we mentioned, we're trying to get that special spark, that special feeling back. We'll try to do that right here on Bad Karma Wrestling when we return.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. Cold draft taste, the second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother. Hey,
Get those reports done?
yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. The boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah!
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel!
and David Double D Dykstra.
And we're back.
He has been mentioned way too much this week.
I know, it's like Beetlejuice.
Rhodes legitimately said, "Watch, he's gonna get a hold of me at some point this week." Now,
I know it's probably gonna happen. Well,
It's
here
out
we
of
are,
nowhere.
folks. We're talking AE Dub on BK Dub right here.
all right, let's
Welcome
do
back.
this.
No Gimmicks Johnson, Double D, David Dextra to my right. We had been discussing kind of off air, and it's been a couple of weeks off air. I was away for a fantasy football trip, and then I was out in Ohio for a drag racing event. So I was away. So I gave us some time to reflect, and we had both been kind of green, all out, and obviously All In has that big old send off. Hangman brings the title back home after defeating, John Moxley and the Death Riders. Kind of a bit of a honeymoon scene at the Aragon Ballroom, but that kind of led to what we've been saying, a little bit of a flat all out. It hasn't been as special.
It has plateaued.
Exactly. So while, again, we know we're going to get, at the very least, we're going to get some good matches. That's always going to happen.
Yeah.
But the storylines have been, again, a little lackluster as of late. So we've been sitting here trying to sit here and trying to, like, hey, maybe is there someone we want to push? Is there something like that? What's going to be the special thing? And actually something that happened on Wednesday wasn't too bad. So
No, that didn't see it coming. Probably because you haven't really seen him other than in that Nigel McGuinness match.
Yeah.
Danny Garcia turns heel
Yes.
and goes chaotic on a certain Darby Allin.
Now, is this one of your things that is in that special realm, or was there something else that you were kind of thinking of?
No, the matches were solid.
Yeah.
All the matches were solid that night. Hangman and
Josh Garten, Alex. Oh my God, Josh Alexander.
was really good kickoff. Really good kickoff. And then
Starting
to
off
end it,
with full-time Danielson on
FTR
commentary.
beating up cameraman.
Yes.
Always a good time.
Oh yeah, watch out.
Solid stuff.
Watch out, Frankie.
You had the 10-man tag team match, and then you had the twist at the end where Daniel Garcia, which leads me to believe that there's at least one more member coming for the Death Riders. They're going to start growing now to combat the Don Callis family.
I think that's going to be the thing. I was also sitting on that too, again, trying to see of what's the next big group. I mean, obviously the Don Callis family, who has like 10, 11, 12 people.
Although they're one down again.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, Wardlow, after already coming back, tears his bicep. So
Out for at least a year.
But yeah, at least.
At
for
least
sure.
a year.
Well, at least he'll get a little bit of payment because that new American Gladiators will be coming back soon. They already taped that.
God.
I think they taped 2 seasons of it already. I could be wrong. But yeah,
I'll say this as well too. If y'all haven't watched the Philadelphia street fight between Sky Blue and Tony Storm,
that was fun. A nice ode to the ECW in the old ECW arena.
staple gun. Good God.
The mousetrap table that didn't quite break, but man, oh man, that was still a fun spot. It is like I said. There's some big injuries to some really big names right now, so that kind of takes a little bit out of it. We're gonna see no Swerve right now. We're still getting mention of Will Ospreay. I like that Adam Cole is still somewhat being mentioned. So like I said, we're someone in that realm of like, okay, still putting out hope that it's not forever out type deal, but
Should be good.
probably going to be on the shelf for a little bit. But yeah, like I said, it could be that this is exactly the time to, while we know the title isn't going to change hands, really put the light on Kyle Fletcher, and I think they did a fantastic job of doing that in this past episode.
Cut a great promo.
Was looking like money. But again, it's going to be the time for that. Where again, it's other guys like I'm throwing it out there. Brodito / just maybe even Brody King. Give him a run. Give him a big run, and this is going to be the time to do it. Really showcase those tag titles because it took 2-3 weeks really maybe for them to get any sort of chemistry and maybe even just the one time that they were together. They've been fantastic. So again, showcase them. That can be the role. I guess the big, like I said, big group to overcome might probably be the Don Callis family. Like that's going to be the next big.
They're probably going to add more people too now that Wardlow's injured. Being real.
Well, I mean, again, and Don Callis even made the joke. He was just like, "Well, there's so many people under AEW contract, and I know I have half of them." That actually got a nice pop out of them. So yeah, like I said, I think they're is it that like I said, I think they're just coming off that big honeymoon, the all in for them going all in on all in, and having all those storylines kind of finish off and go away as they are. So still give it some time. As always, I'm not. Never am I out on AEW, but it's been a little rough. Like I said, just to get that like special feeling. They're like, oh, okay, because like as we know, Cope and Christian are tagging together, but it just doesn't kind of feel like it. Maybe like it feels like it, but it doesn't feel like it at the same time.
I think that's partly because of the disconnect for Christian purposely.
Yes.
And I kind of like it. Like
I like it too.
Like the when they had the match at All In. And Cope's like going crazy, and Christian just does his little thing on the ropes.
I love that.
And Cope comes over and goes, "Yeah!"
Sits there and frowns with him.
It's so good.
Looking like the old man from the Jeff Dunham puppets.
Yep.
It's fantastic. So I think again, like that kind of building it up. That might can maybe make it feel really special too once they finally get the full on face of it. I think that's gonna be fantastic. So. Again, one side it's Dudley's and the Hardys, two tag teams that can't really move. On the other side, it's Cope and Christian versus arguably one of the greatest tag teams of all time in FTR. Yeah, it's two sides of each stone.
Although
choose your own adventure.
Although Dax's knees are getting worse by the hour.
Oh yes, yeah. Get him while supplies last. Daniel, like we mentioned, let's dive into it full on. Daniel Garcia. Fully a part of the Death Riders. My God, that chair shot. Just stomping him into oblivion. Now, again, I like that. I don't know if you had your volume up pretty high. When he does it the first time, he stomps him. The one guy in the crowd goes, "You missed!"
You gotta love that 2,300 crowd, man.
Oh, yeah. And again, whether it was by design, he sure did miss. And then he's like, you know what?
That was Darby's fault. That wasn't his fault. That was Darby's fault.
Okay.
Darby went to the side for some reason. Maybe he felt like he wasn't properly prepared and his head was actually going to go into...
Well, it went into it the second time.
But there's a way to protect your head when you hit something.
He went sideways. I think that he may have...
Yeah, I think he thought, like, the first time he was going to go...
right into it nose first and break all facial bones. So no, he got it the second time. I again, the internet having its way. The critique I saw was like, all right, the bloodline has y'all brainwashed. This coming in a black hoodie and all black has to stop. Like there has to be a different way to reveal a new member of a new group. Which I mean, again. There is and there isn't. You could do there's also the cliche, the lights go out and here comes the person in the middle of the ring type deal.
Well,
so
okay, you want me to be honest?
Sure.
You're at 2,300. What's 2,300 known for? Lights
Goes.
go out, somebody shows up in the ring.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
That would have been perfect for that setting.
Was that the last?
Yeah.
I think that was the last one there. Yeah, okay, of the residency. I mean, good one to go out there for sure. A Philly street fight like you mentioned with with Tony Storm and Sky Blue. That was fantastic. Again, this heel turn to end the night. It was a nice, solid one to go. Start off with, like I mentioned, Bryan Danielson on commentary, opening it up on the way to go, coming out with his another guy they like skipping.
Which one? I'll say this: he's now officially been on commentary for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He was 50 times better this week than he was last week. So if he keeps getting better as this keeps going on, sky's the limit.
The American Dragon has a way of just getting better and better and better each and every
I'm sure
time.
he's doing his homework.
Oh yeah, I think it's just that was somewhat what some kind of afraid of, because he has a way of like jokingly trying to be funny with it, and then it's accidentally kind of putting the talent under. Type deal.
I like that he gets excited for like real moves.
Yes.
Like when somebody really
Real
gets
graps.
chopped, he's like, ah!
Oh yeah. And again, like I said, just letting Excalibur lead the way, chime in when you can. And I love this three-way tango between himself, Excalibur, and Taz, or if it's him and Riccaboni.
His reaction to the staple gun was hilarious.
Oh man, you're gonna have to help me on that one, just because I was watching on low volume with the missus sleeping.
He was just like, I don't know if we could talk about this kind of thing. It was just like,
no, he's gonna be good. Oh, then having him and Don Callis sit next to each other, that was good too.
yeah.
That was fantastic. Don Callis on commentary again. I always mention he puts over the talent pretty well as well. But yeah, rumor has it at the bottom, like you said. Rumor has it he might be taking over the book of ROH. How are we feeling on that?
I mean, if he's the one that came up with the idea of doing a vignette with the Outrunners in Dalton Castle, I'm all for it.
And yes, please.
Please.
We're going to get that pure title front and center.
Yeah, that's also true. Like,
Again, I think I would like it. It would be one less thing for Tony Khan to have to worry about. He's given it to a very
capable.
I mean, yeah, exactly right. That would be very much be the word for it. A former Ring of Honor champion. He's been there before. Kind of knows how it should be ran. He's been in the business long enough to know how to deal with relations, with talent, and everything like that as well. So I think it would be a good pencil to give it to him, given the book. So why not? Why not? Again, I think he'd run with it. And again, one less thing for TK to worry about, so then he can put all his effort into AEW, henceforth making it special again. So there we go, making the world go around here.
There you go.
We're possibly coming back, answering the bell, answering the challenge online. Eddie Kingston basically answered Big Bill's challenge. There you go. There's the Big Bill right there. It's going to be his first match in well over a year, and I ask you, is Big Bill the right opponent for his return? Is this the right way to start it about? Is this the safe way to do it?
You got a guy who high impact, not very high velocity, works methodically in Big Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good starter match, because it's also going to make Eddie Kingston look like a giant slayer as well.
Yeah.
So I have no issue with it, and it kind of shows the trust that AEW has in Big Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, he's been killing it. He's been doing very well with not having Jericho to be a part of this learning tree, which I've also heard rumors of him returning in some sort of capacity as well. We'll see how that goes.
There were rumors that he was Hologram's replica that they've been teasing.
Oh my God.
Which I was laughing about.
That would be Y2 hologram.
Why does that tickle his funny bone? That's so weird.
You got him.
So weird.
I have a question. Is this a weird way for you guys to bring back Eddie Kingston? Like, we kind of have been expecting over the last couple months to hear like a massive pop and like a massive moment. Is this a weird spot to have him come in, a weird way to rejoin AEW?
I think AEW is more concerned about his leg holding up, and they want to get him some matches in before they start going, all right, go.
That's fair. I think, yeah.
That was a significant injury.
Yeah. And, again, it's
kind of like Adam Cole, where AEW's like, go home for a year.
Yeah, I think that
we've been saying for like the last couple months, like he'll have this big moment where he's coming to save the day or help someone out.
And that's the thing. God forbid if his leg can't go and you throw him right away into the biggest storyline that AEW has. And again,
like
if
they'd had him in the lights out match.
Exactly. Then they're just crap out of luck.
He goes through a table and just his leg goes again.
Exactly. Exactly. So like one false move. Exactly right. Let him build up his strength, build up his endurance in the ring again. This might be the safe route where, Big Bill works big, so it's just going to be kind of chops, big boots to the face, sidewalk slams.
Yeah.
Some choking him out type deal.
Methodical, planned out.
Yeah, if he brings him outside, it's going to be, he's going to pick him up and throw him into the pole. Just those type deal. You're not going to get slams turned into flips, turned into,
stretches turned into leg locks.
Yeah, no, exactly right. You're not getting torn around. You're not getting thrown around. There's not
You're not
gonna
getting
be
stretched.
no Spanish flies off the top coming from Big Bill anytime soon. I don't think so.
Although,
However, I remember Lance Hoyt. You know, obviously our guy Lance Archer still does those moonsaults. So we'll see.
let's go.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, let's get a little surprise over here. Little fun times over here. MJF had his wedding. That's not who we got married to. That's not who we got married to. However, that's what he did indeed post that. He got married to Alyssa Tout. Is it Alyssa?
Who'd they superimpose that?
That's the title. It's the BBB. It's the B. Well, MJF had his wedding over this past couple. I think it wasn't this past weekend; it was the weekend before. However, MJF and AEW, wasn't really too happy with all the different wedding pictures that came out. The ones that I saw were, MJF hanging out with Darby Allin, hanging out with, they're all hugging side by side.
Yeah, because what does MJF pride himself on?
Exactly right. Not happy again. That comes just on the side, on the side of kayfabe. Simply on the side of kayfabe. This isn't going to get anybody in trouble. I don't believe so. This isn't gonna, I don't think anybody's gonna get fined or anything like that. But just one of those things again where it's just a rough thing again where Darby wants to kill MJF or
it wasn't any of the wrestlers though.
Yeah,
it was like the company accidentally leaked them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, where you didn't see exactly right. You didn't see I don't know. Thunder Rosa wasn't posting her like a big old video.
None of the wrestlers posted anything, which was cool. It was the company misunderstood something and they accidentally leaked the photos, and unfortunately, there's him hugging Hangman Page and
it's
hanging
a tough
out
look
with
when you call Sammy Guevara a piece of crap for a year and a half, and then they're hugging with Ty Conti as well. So it's a tough look. So again, I understand what they're coming from. So again,
I will say this though, it does show that MJF is probably a really good backstage guy because everybody was there.
Did you see how Tony Khan tried to save it? He said everyone. He said online that everyone was there for a tout, not for MJF. That they were in support for her, for the wedding. They were saying congratulations to her.
No.
So TK trying to do his best to save it again.
Good job, TK.
Yeah.
But we all
know.
Yeah, we all know. We talked about this 3 years ago, that it's awesome that he's so old school that he wants to maintain that kayfabe.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. We understand, we know it is always tough. It's if Hulk Hogan was buddy
interweb.
With,
To be fair, I did take the only picture he did want out of the wedding.
Okay.
So there you go.
I took the only one that he wanted people to see.
That being said, MJF, anytime you want to call in or have an interview with your boys here, we totally support your kayfabe.
Yeah.
You ass.
I liked her again. I liked her post. She goes from Tits McGee to Mrs. Mrs. Friedman.
Yeah. That was really
absolutely
good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. Anything from Dynamite Collision?
Oh, we'll talk about the match of the night for Dynamite later on.
Oh yeah, and I got one more, but it's actually a part of my best of the week, so I'll save mine.
Mine too.
All right, perfect. So when we return, we got a little bit of Scotty's World, and we got a little bit of our best of the week right here on Bad Karma Wrestling.
Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful juggler and performer, making appearances everywhere from Carnegie Hall to Sesame Street. With her loving heart, she has brought warm smiles to children everywhere she has performed. She even started the San Francisco School for the Circus Arts, but shortly after, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and by 2004, she was completely paralyzed. In celebration of her accomplishments, and to fight the illness that had crippled Judy, a group of students from the San Francisco Clown College have compiled the perfect holiday present for those who want to laugh and to help those struggling with the illness. The goal has been set at $1 million raised, with 100% of any dollar made to be donated to the Judy Finelli Fund, which is helping find a cure to multiple sclerosis. Visit www.circuscenter.org to make a donation or to purchase a framed Naked Clown photo or the full Naked Clown 12-month calendar. Remember, 100% of every dollar is donated and goes to fighting MS.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Psst. Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
Can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome back to BK Dub, BK Dub, BK Dub, BK Dub. Oh yeah, we're in the building, ready to rock and roll. Well, should we? Yeah, let's enter Scotty's World first. We'll enter Scotty's World first as we do, and then we'll finish off with our best of the week as we have been. So Scotty, let us know what's going on in Scotty's World this weekend.
Boys, most of the time I come on here and I want you guys to do some stupid stuff, you know, do some lists, react to some stuff. But today I want you to inform me.
Okay.
But get back to the roots of Scotty's World. I have a question about a lot of these stars and why they had a falling out at WWE. This could be quick, where you could just say, oh, they just got released, or there could be a bigger story.
Okay.
So I got a couple guys on here. First
Cool.
couple girls.
So we got to turn this into just like ask Nick or just this, or
Yeah.
ask Nick and David or
First off,
we're just Google now.
First off, he should probably ask why Fraxium's getting buried.
Yeah, that too.
No, they're not getting buried.
Main event.
Buried.
Fraxium is okay. Fraxium is okay, Frankie. They're okay.
Buried.
I'm gonna buy.
They're
I'm gonna-
okay, David. But no, I'm just gonna ask you why they got released, and maybe you could talk about some of the best stuff they did in WWE.
Okay.
Got a couple NXT guys in here, so started off real quick with guy Adam Cole.
Concussion. Injury issues. The reason he got left WWE, though, real talk, Vince wanted to make him a manager.
Yeah, that's why I thought that was the
That's
the
the
last
real reason.
straw.
Yeah, Vince
Was it
wanted to
because
make
of
him
the
a
injuries,
manager.
or because of the injuries they wanted
No.
to move him to a
No, it's creative
managerial role?
differences, like we
Vince
mentioned.
thought he was too small.
Yeah. Yeah. Which some people still jokingly argue right now online, but yeah, I think that was the last, like, the final straw that did it for Cole.
Yeah.
That's why he left.
All right, moving on. A guy who's doing really good in the Death Riders right now, and I love watching every match. Claudio Castagnoli or Cesaro. Why did he end up leaving?
That I don't really recall. Again,
Vince was never going to put the title on him because Vince thought he wasn't a good talker.
yeah, that's probably not
I
wrong.
know all of these, so
I know,
bring it
that-
on,
that-
buddy.
That's why I'm asking for some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them, like,
Vince
right now,
literally-
they'd fit in perfect to WWE.
Vince
Andre the Giant
literally.
Battle Royal, though, right?
Vince, why do you think he was supposed to be a Paul Heyman guy? Because with Paul Heyman, he doesn't have to talk.
That's why
And then he went on SmackDown Live, and Paul let him talk, and everybody went, "Oh God, he can cut a promo."
Yeah.
I kind of did ask Nick about this a little while back, but he was also kind of questioning it because these guys were great in NXT and also made it up on the main roster. FTR or the Revival.
Again, I think it was creative. At one point, they were shaving each other's backs in the shower.
Did you watch the last year of FTR in WWE?
No, I've only seen just a couple matches.
They
that
were
had.
a comedy tag team.
At one point they were brought up when the night they were brought up. I believe that was the Raw
After
throwback.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, the throwback Raw
or something
and
like
that's
that, yeah.
when the Click did all their finishing moves on them, and it was just like, well, what do we do now? Again, it's just another Barry job from Triple H.
They
Right
turned
for
into a
everyone's face.
comedic tag team. They had Icy Hot put in their trunks.
Yeah, again, it
things
was
like
that. Like I said,
and they just
Uso finding them, shaving their backs. It was them running out with the towels. You know, they got icy hot on their balls or whatever. Yeah, it was getting rough.
Wouldn't you be on take a razor's edge
No.
or whatever? No, you wouldn't do that.
Absolutely not.
not at
Super kick
that
from
time.
Shawn
No.
Michaels?
Not if you're debuting.
Yeah. Not exactly. If you want to be taken seriously in any sort of way, in your first debut is exactly that. Getting a razor's edge from a drunk.
Actually, their their debut was against the New Day.
Okay.
But I do remember them coming out to the other one.
Yeah.
A guy I actually really miss watching as he's hurt right now, Pac.
Injuries and the fact that
You want to only be a cruiserweight,
Yeah.
probably. 205
once again
live, and
too
that's it.
too small to be a main event caliber. He was never going to be anything more than a mid card guy.
It was the same thing with Austin Aries, where I know Austin Aries is rough to work with. He's rough around the edges, but arguably there was that one time where they put on the best show. But again, they
in
were
WrestleMania. And
Yeah.
it was
It was on the pre-show in front of a quarter of what the audience was supposed to be. Because again, they were going on at like 10 a.m. probably.
I know what tag team you're thinking of. It was the Ascension.
Ah. What was that? When was I thinking about them?
When you were talking about them getting beat up by everybody.
Oh, okay.
It was the Ascension because remember Bradshaw took off his tie, got into the ring, and how dare you mock?
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was just not being able to.
Basically, what it
not being
comes
able to
down
use
to,
him right.
Scotty, anybody that was huge in NXT in that era where Triple H was in charge of NXT, Vince buried because NXT was hotter and better than the WWE.
Does that fit for
spite.
this next guy as well in Roderick Strong?
Roddy's a tough one because Roddy kind of got buried in NXT after Cole and everybody left.
Yeah.
He had the Diamond Mine, which created the Creed brothers and the Pitbull.
He was just the last one to leave.
Yeah.
So
And
it
they
was.
didn't
it
have
was
much for him.
Yeah, exactly. Not exactly right. I don't think. They
I
had
don't think
anything
he
for
left.
him.
I don't think a majority of these guys didn't leave on bad terms, but
No, I don't think so either.
I think Roddy just saw the writing on the wall and was like, I can go to AEW and be Roderick Strong of ROH again.
Yeah, I think that was the case. Be with his buddies. Be with Kyle. Be with Adam.
A guy that I know a lot of people on the internet are missing in WWE, Samoa Joe.
Again, I mean, banished to commentary.
Couldn't get medically cleared by WWE.
Yeah, that too.
That's what it comes down to.
I think he was a little bit bigger then too, so it was tougher. So
I got two more for you.
right.
This one, again, I don't really know how he left. I remember he was wrestling for WWE, but then he had like a revitalized career in AEW. Sting.
WWE wouldn't
Did you
clear
think he
him.
would have stayed as a
Seth Rollins
legend?
ruined his career. He broke his neck.
Seth Rollins broke his neck.
Yeah.
And WWE refused to clear him because of his age.
Yeah.
So he went to AEW and showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
Sting was never a WWE guy either way.
Oh,
He
by the
never
way,
wanted to be there.
Sting showed up at the Collision taping too. So
Nice.
after the Collision taping, so the two that ECW arena got some Stang.
And then the last one, because this is probably one of the biggest fumbles that the WWE has had in this recent times. Swerve Strickland.
I love the picture. Again, probably creative.
I honestly have this one. I have no effing clue, because quite honestly, what were they called in WWE?
Isaiah Scott. I
No,
think
no,
was his name.
no.
The faction.
Hit Row.
Yeah.
Hit Row was the hottest thing on SmackDown at the time. The hottest thing. And that's with AJ, I can't jump over the top rope, Dollar.
Flop Dollar.
Flop Dollar.
Yeah.
Hey, one AJ returned. The other AJ has to return.
Adrian the Adonis, and BFAB.
Yeah.
They legitimately were the hottest thing on SmackDown. And, like, the next week, we're releasing everyone from Hit Row. And I was like, the hell just happened?
Yeah.
The hell? And Swerve didn't stick around. Like, Swerve's like, I'll take my 90 days and I'll go to AEW. If he had known that Triple H was going to take over and Vince was going to get excommunicated, he might have come back to WWE when the rest of Hit Row came back.
Glad Don Callis got his hands on him. He's part of that family for a little bit, and then he broke away from that.
I wouldn't be shocked. What, he signed a 3-year extension?
Something like that.
I wouldn't be shocked that after that 3 years he doesn't come back to WWE. I wouldn't be shocked. He's going to make more money at WWE.
Sure. I could be able to do the same thing.
Not the violence.
You're not gonna get those syringes to the face.
But yeah, that would be mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened to Hit Row. Hit Row was like, I was like, oh, this is a thing. This is, and then like legitimately the next week it was like, they have been released from W. I was like, what is he doing? What legitimately? Do you want to get the best of the week?
No idea.
Best of the week.
Best of the week. Well, there you have it, folks. Sky's World into best of the week. Here we have it. How do we want to start off? Who wants to start off first?
I'll start it off.
All righty, go for your best of the week, my man.
My best of the week goes to 2 people.
Okay.
Tony Storm, Sky Blue.
Ooh.
Thank you for bringing back the old school ECW Extreme Rules matches.
Yes.
Little staple gun to the booty, little staple gun to the tatas, and then a little staple gun to the vajaj.
Oh, my.
Yes. To the vajaj.
Don't say it again.
Completely entertaining from the moment she did the Sandman entrance.
Yep.
To the very end of
Ripping
the match.
the sign off the fence.
Yeah.
Right into it.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. It was a nice
mine goes to both Tony Storm, because it takes 2 to tango in this thing. It goes to both Tony Storm and Sky Blue.
Speaking of, quickly, sorry. Did you see the Sandman on the Major?
Yes.
So funny. So funny. And
I dubbed the Sandman.
That I rewatched that, him telling that Jim Duggan story probably like 50 times. Because he calls him Dugan.
Dugan.
And then he goes, Who's gonna do the work? Who's gonna get beat up the whole time? He goes, well, it's not gonna be 60-year-old hacksaw Jim Duggan at the time, or whatever 48-year-old, probably 70-year-old body Sandman at the time, because he's been drinking since he was. He goes, who's gonna do the work? Oh, that was hilarious. They've been having some good ones too, because Raven was just on there too. He was having a blast. Do you guys want to go next? You guys got yours?
I was going to give it to Seth for being a part of another massive return and being caught on camera, enjoying the return, and then having to turn to it and realizing, oh, wait, I have to stay in character. So I was going to give that to him, but then on Tuesday, they said his name and he appeared, and he absolutely broke down the NXT building to pop in. Joe Hendry is becoming hilarious on NXT by doing his actually say his name and he appears spot. It is hilarious.
Refrigerators.
He's such a cartoon wrestler, but it is hilarious.
He Kool-Aid. He Kool-Aid man.
Is it
the stage?
Is it like Spider-Man? Everyone gets one. Like you just get one Joe Hendry.
Oh, because it's
make
like
sure you don't waste it.
Fourth week in a row. It's like the 4th week in a row they've done
the same person is called upon him.
No,
it's like the same group.
Okay,
it's the same group that's calling
gotcha.
upon him,
All
and
right.
he just under like that stage they have in the one corner, he just broke right through it.
That would be nice
and
though.
was
Again,
smiling during.
Goes,
it.
guys, you got just one more. Like you get one more. That's it. Yeah, that's fun. That's funny. Frankie, you got one?
Of course, off the top of my head, AJ Lee.
There.
But. I'm I'm gonna give it to Cena because the fact that he could still go for 1 hour.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Cena.
Who?
Cena.
Oh, Cena.
John Cena.
Okay,
He still
John
go for
Cena.
an hour. He's pulling He was doing the angle slam, the angle lock. He did Edge's spear.
I do have to
He
admit
would
that.
chant the RKO, and he did it on the spot.
He's
told
doing the
Sammy.
cosplay. He's doing.
It was great.
I have to admit, him
Stop it,
him
cosplay,
stealing
This guy is so annoying.
him stealing movesets at this point is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I give to Cena because he can still go and he's still putting on these matches at 25 years into whatever, how many years into the business.
Although I do have to say, his go to sleep was pretty fucking good. His go to sleep was pretty effing good. His go to sleep was pretty effing good.
Gotcha. Well, there you go. I mean, he does it in the Allstate. That's where one of the big pops.
Oh, he got a pop.
Oh,
he
of
got
course.
such a pop for that.
Of course he did. Makes 100% sense.
They all went, oh, ah! It's great.
All right, there we go. So John Cena, we're all good there. No, the Beast Mortos is not on my.
Saudi Arabia, right?
No.
not Saudi.
I got mine is Kyle Fletcher actually. I got Kyle Fletcher not only getting
Decent pick.
The proper run. Of course, we know come all out. He's not going to win the title, but he's going to have a great showing as he always does. Great promo.
I give it 6 months, maybe a year, at the longest.
Oh yeah, before he
has
gets the
that
actual-
title. Yeah.
I mean, again, only 26 years old. This guy's going to go. This guy's will be the next. If there's a next set of pillars, he was definitely one of them. But what I'm definitely getting to here, by virtue of best of the week. Sometimes people have the worst of the week. That my worst of the week by that is going to go to Steven Richards for sitting online and telling everybody on his YouTube channel that this guy doesn't really know how to work. He's probably just gonna be an NXT guy in the next 6 months. He's not gonna do that because he just signed a 3-year extension there, Stevie. Sorry, but I'm also gonna, whether it was real or jokingly, I'm gonna have to agree with Don Callis on this one. It's tough when like a guy that was basically a valet in ECW is sitting there trying to tell you, one of the best talents what to do right now. So it's trust me, love me some Stevie. I love Steven Richards. Stevie cool. But yeah, that's the last time you were relevant, my big guy. You can't really sit there. And it's becoming the trend where, it's not just him, it's him, it's Maven, like these guys that were mid-card guys. Again, for what it's worth, Tommy Dreamer on Busted Open, Bully Ray on Busted Open.
Did you see what Raven did on Major Podcast Figurines?
I know a couple of ones, but what are you getting at? What did he do?
Where he didn't know Matt Cardona was Matt Cardona was actually Zack Ryder.
And then they made it into a T-shirt, which I'm probably gonna buy. He goes, yeah, he got over in New York, didn't like that, or something like that. Whatever he said, he got over in New York, didn't like it, so they buried him. Like unbelievable. So yeah, Stevie, my guy, just one of those swing and a miss, my man.
Stop.
I'm not gonna throw you in the doghouse forever on that one. It's just one of those things where like, okay, maybe take some time to reflect and realize like, hey, he's already head and shoulders way above what you've ever done, really. In this,
Can I do
this
worst
industry.
of the last 3 weeks?
Sure.
Nikki Bella, stop wrestling.
Okay.
just stop.
Yeah.
Like even your biggest fan, my girlfriend, watched that match and goes, "Why is she wrestling?"
Slide it up.
Stop. Just stop.
Hey, Nick, before we go, I got a quick question for you.
Sure.
Who would you rather have WrestleMania, Saudi Arabia or France?
France.
I guess France. I'd rather just neither of them.
Idolo, 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 la 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 la.
There you go.
Thanks for absolutely
Wasn't that
killing
obnoxious?
our audio, David.
Yeah, I know. It's
What?
a great way.
Thanks for killing our audio, David.
You asked for it. You said France, and all I did was, idolo, idolo, la 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 la.
I can smell it WrestleMania from here. Well, here we have it, folks. Back Armor Wrestling. Ready to roll on out of here. Like I said, we're creeping up on about an hour and a half away from the big old announcement from the WWE. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get to that on Blow the Whistle. So there we have it, folks. From everybody here, we'll take care. We love you. We'll see you. Oh yeah? Huh? Who?
You wanna tease the big announcement?
Oh, shall we?
October 24th.
October 24th. Midwest Championship Wrestling.
It's back,
It's
baby.
back, baby. And guess what you're looking at? The commentary team. So we got the commentary team right in front of your eyeballs. We'll be, like I said, we'll be behind the scenes listening to us. Call some matches. Call the real graphs.
They're gonna be here too. They want to come and do promos.
We gotta promote the bejesus out of this, and I hope so.
Plano, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen.
Switching venues. Plano, Illinois, that American Legion Hall out there. Yes, sir. Which was one of my favorites because if you're aware of the area, Plano, which is next to Bologna, which is next to Sandwich.
Yes.
So Plano bologna sandwich.
That's all I want. It's a plain old bologna sandwich.
That's all right. That's Illinois for you, folks.
Hey-o!
Midwest Championship Wrestling back October 24th. That's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. We'll hopefully you see you there as well. We'll be back here. Hopefully you see you back next week. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, next week.
Take care. We'll see you back on wrestling. We're out.
Bye.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel!
and David Double D Dykstra.